Hi folks, the Filipino P here. And today I'm gonna blow the doors of Filipino culture because there's a big difference between how we claim things are and how they really are. For us, it often doesn't matter how it is. It only matters what it looks like it is. So I've assembled a panel of women who are willing to talk about everything from premarital sex to voodoo to why we lie so much. No holds barred.
So first, introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Princess.
Hello, my name is May.
Hi, my name is Brittany.
All right, perfect. So are you guys ready? Here in the Philippines, we're supposed to be religious, right? But why do we have so many single moms? Considering that in the Bible, you shouldn't be having sex before marriage.
Well, here in the Philippines, in this generation, actually, it is very wild already, because
So we lost our way. What is it?
yeah, I think so. Based on some of my friends, like at age, you know, um, I have one of our family, like my cousin, and she's only 15, but she got pregnant already, and she's now a single mom. So no family planning.
Okay, but,
No.
but why?
Because they're just very they took pregnancy as normal.
So it's just a normal thing to get pregnant
In this kind of generation.
at the age of 15?
Yeah, 15.
At the age of 15, I know nothing. I play outside. They're looking for bird's nest.
So that's one of the reasons as well why here in the Philippines it is very prone for single moms.
Okay, because it's just the norm.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get attached easily. They believe in love easily.
They open their legs. Yeah, they'll sing like easily. Okay, so aside from that, I was just gonna add up. Here in Philippines, we supposedly our parents separate male and female. Most of us here, they don't do that because they believe, oh, you guys are relatives, you guys not doing those such things. So most of the time, women get pregnant because of they mix the gender in one room. Yeah, because aside from that, we don't have our own bedrooms. Yes, and also they let cousins play together, and because they say, oh, they're cousins, it's all right, but it's also a very taboo thing to talk about here. But the incestuous relationships, there's a lot of babies being born within the family. Yes, and also the pregnancy thingy, they are not really being talked about publicly. That's why children like they think like, oh, it's just a game. They're like experimenting. Ding ding ding, we got a winner, and then your prize is taking care of a baby that you cannot afford. But what about birth control? Why don't they use birth control?
Yeah, for that one, maybe teenagers or our generation these days, they really lack up sex education. Like they just do things like that without even thinking about what's gonna happen. It's gonna be affecting their future.
Okay, they just gotta ride the ride, and then they're not thinking about the future because mom and dad are gonna be taking care of the baby. I know it's very, very
Common in the Philippines. Yeah.
common in the Philippines that you just book, have a baby, give it to grandma, and then go out and do party again. It's like a single life. I'm not saying all, but I know some girls that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, we say we are religious, so again, hypocrisy.
Yeah.
It's hypocrisy. So yeah, it is sad, but it happens.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, being religious, a majority of the Filipino population, we are Catholics, right?
Yeah.
But why do we believe in witch doctors and voodoos and sacrificing chicken blood when you're building a new house? So what's up with that?
In our family, we do like things like that.
Like what? the sacrificing of the animals.
I also tell my grandma, like, is it true? Like, I would sometimes I tell my family, why are we doing that? Is that even gonna happen? Like, why do we need to do that? So yeah, they just tell me, like, it's what they believe, or it's what they do. The fathers of our my grandma, it's already passed on to them.
Okay, so you have to believe it.
Yeah, that's why we just do it.
We don't have any actually exact reason why we have to accept those, just because they are your parents, so you have to follow them. That's actually our beliefs, especially in Filipinos.
So question no more. I'm your parent. You have to do as I say.
Yeah.
It's okay. In my case, I was being taught with my parents that sacrificing blood and animals is like at the least that for long life, extend life, kind of like that. By killing alive, ending alive, it will give you a long life. Like my dad kept telling me, you supposedly have to do this every birthday, or like you build something, so like it's for more blessings for you, and what do you call this? Illness goes to the animals instead of a person. It's like an exchange of life. Uh-huh. Yeah. I remembered when I turned 7. So what they did is like dip in the blood and then put the cross sign onto my forehead. I don't know what that means, apparently for a good life. I guess it worked because I'm having a good life. Okay. What about this magic? Like, I'm going to put a curse on you because you don't love me back, or the barang. And have you guys heard it? Because it's very common. But somehow, a lot of people are still alive. A lot of heartbroken women are still heartbroken because usually it's the thing. That's the thing. If you broke someone's heart, they're going to barang you. In my case, I don't really believe in it because I haven't experienced it. They said like in a part of Sikihor, they do that, which is our neighboring island. Okay, they say love potion as well. Yes, they're low. Do you believe in love potion?
Well, actually, no. No? Because, yeah, I haven't experienced yet.
Do you believe in dwarves?
Yeah.
You believe in dwarves, but not barang and love potion.
No.
Ah, okay. But why?
As far as I see on the TV, or what people have been talking about.
That the dwarves are real?
Yeah.
Have you seen one?
Not yet, apparently.
Again, believe in what other people say. Parents, grandparents. My next question for you ladies. Are Filipinas brainwashed? Yes. As I grow up, I was being taught like when you get a job, you supposedly like help your parents do this and do that. Even though you are married, you supposedly still like, helping your parents, providing to them until they die, kind of like that. But my mindset is like, as long as I don't have a family, I will going to provide what I can provide. But if I do have my own family, I will prioritize my family. Okay, I will provide for you, but not everything I have. Have you ever asked your parents why do they expect you to, support them? One time I asked my grandma why she think that way, and she says like, because you won't gonna become who you are right now without us. It's like in return, or like a payment for them. A payment? Yes. That they gave you a better life, you supposedly return or provide the favor that they gave you, kind of like that. I think they had good sex and that's all they had. That's why you're here. You didn't ask the memo to be here, my Cleo. Okay, did you even ask like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that being here means that I have to give back. Isn't it supposed to be their responsibility to take care of you because they had sex and then have had you and then? Well, answering with our grandparents, that they didn't do anything so far. So I one time answered that no, it doesn't work like that because did you get slapped? So far, no, I did not, because like it was an open conversation and I said like, no, it's supposedly not like that, because think about that. Your children, you requested for a child. The children did not requested for a parent. Ah, okay, so basically you are the the retirement plan. Yes, kind of. Mm-hmm. That's how we thought, like, children's are their backup retirement. Haha. Like you?
Some parents think that if you have a kid, they will think that one as an investment, so one of the little minions go into work and then bringing back resources to the family. Yes, even if they insulted you or they have some um misunderstanding, you have to respect them because yeah, they're your family, they're your parents. That's the mindset of the Filipino, especially nowadays. You have your own life as well. You have also needs and wants. So you not all the time you have to provide to the other people just because they're your family. I hope we should cut that kind of mindset.
That kind of mindset, like children should provide to their family, I really don't agree with that one. I try to tell my family, hope that they will not do like that to me, because it's already a common thing here in the Philippines.
One of the reasons why I do agree that Filipinos in general are brainwashed, it's because of they don't seek the truth. We're not encouraged to be free thinkers, sad to say. So yeah, I know that for a fact, and a lot of my viewers have asked me when I built my family at home, was it because they were pressuring me or I was so brainwashed or something? In a way, we are all brainwashed, but in a sense, I'm also lucky because my mom's not always pressuring me to send them money, but if we're doing it also out of love. But in that case as well, we're also programmed that no matter what, even though our relatives are they kind of suck sometimes, we have no choice but to respect and love them. As you compare the Western people and us, even though they are like in 40s, 50s, they still work for them. But here in Philippines, like our parents, especially their children started working, they also started retiring, and their retirement are us, their children. Right. See, this is one thing I've noticed when I was in the US. People there, like in their 70s, 60s, they're still working in the like doing cashiering or like working in the 7-Eleven. They don't have the age, discrimination of age there. But here, when you're 40, oh my goodness.
It's almost like age limit.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. As you can see also with the companies, you can like barely see a person working at their 40s, 50s, still working with their company. Some others are like finding ways to fire them. So finding ways to fire that. Yes, because why I say that, because I have I do have a grandparents right now living the same house with me, and he was like his entire he started working with that company, and then later on, I think he turned like 50 somewhere, he got fired. And also, like, as you can see, other people, they make children's as their retirement backup plan. And they make babies they cannot afford. Yeah, I cannot stress that. I questioned that with one of my aunt that live in the mountain. Why you make a lot of babies? Like, what kind of mindset do you have? Why you doing that? Because in my case, my mindset is like, I wanna have a kids when I can provide. Yeah. And my aunt says, no, your children supposedly like your kind of like backup plan. It doesn't like directly pointed that way or that it implied. Yes, implied. I was so like, no, it should not be like that. And to say that we Filipinos are apparently loving and caring, but do your parents tell you they love you, like your mom or dad? Because some of my viewers are very surprised that our parents don't say, I love you and I love you or something like that, because it's almost like it's known, but they don't say it. Yes, they don't say it, but they do it in action, like how they treat you. Yeah, but you tell your parents you love them, or the I love you is not really a vocabulary or a word in your family? No, I don't really say those words, but I do it in action. My way of showing love is showing that I can provide, I can help them without them saying to me that, oh, I need this, I need that. I'm just like giving. I like give I like giving, but not like entirely myself.
Okay.
I always put something enough, and I do always say that I do have a limit. I need to take care of myself, but as long as I could help, I will help.
Okay. Do your parents say I love you?
Well, they don't usually say it, but they do in actions, just like her.
Your parents, you never heard them say I love you?
Yeah, in my case, where our parents are not really so vocal about that.
All right, so about closeness of the family, we say we care for each other, but we backstab each other. We have strong ties, and yet we talk shite behind our relatives' backs, you know? I think it become normal here in Philippines. Nowadays, like, blood is no longer thicker than water, as a saying, because, like, as I notice with my relatives and families, they do that. So it's just like a saying, just we don't really mean that? Yes. Like, most of the time, our relatives, families, they become close to us when they need something. Oh, if we just need something, we have to be. Yes, you are valuable to them when they see, like, oh, you're earning money a lot, or like you're somehow like higher than them. They are like behind to you. They need to be close to you. Maybe like a backup that they need something. They can like, hey, can you lend me this? Can you provide me this? Kind of like that. Why do Filipinos think that they're entitled to a foreigner's money when that foreigner is dating their daughter, their cousins, or that kind of stuff? So let's say they ran out of alcohol. Can you give us money to buy more alcohol or something like that? Some other Filipino families do that because they feel like they're so entitled that they are dating the family's children. They also think that their money is a bigger amount. You know, the value of their money is like in our own money or our own currency, it's just nothing. $1 is just nothing to them. But so since they have the money, the foreigners have the money, Filipinos would just think like, oh, it's nothing to them. They're all rich. It's okay. They took advantage to that they'll just directly confront you like, hey, can you just give us, alcohol for this and for that? They will not gonna ask for opinion of yours as the partner of that foreigner. I know. And they just directly gonna say like, hey, since you're dating my cousin, can you give us some money for alcohol or tuba or, I don't know, cigarettes? Yes. That's so sad. They think like when you live on that country, when you're earning that kind of money from that country, you're a millionaire. You win the lottery when you got home. That's why they think like, oh, of course, when this person got home, for sure, she got a lot of money. Ah, okay. Do they ask for pasalubong as well? Do you have any neighbors like that? Leeches? Leeches.
Yeah, in my experience, since I have an aunt who married an Australian. Yeah, some of my relatives would expect or like demand, I want to have that. I want to have that kind of shoe, something like that.
They would demand which shoes?
Yeah, if we go on video calls, my aunt would like show things like that, and so my family members would say, oh, I want that stuff, I want that. Yeah.
Whenever you are in a relationship, a Filipino is in a relationship with a foreigner, automatically all the people around you, even though it's a form of a joke, they'd say, isang Pilipinang nakaahon sa kahirapan, meaning a Filipina that got out from poverty because the foreigner is there. Because they think that foreigner makes a lot of money than us. They don't know that it's just the same because cost of living there in their country is just the same in living here in our country, earning the money from the same country. I know, we should stop that mentality, guys. Work your arses off and, earn it for yourselves. It's almost like the unspoken rule. If you're dating or marrying my daughter, you have to contribute or pay for this, pay for that. I know it's very toxic, Yes, that's why when I first dated a foreigner back then, before I cut my ties with the family, because that kind of mindset, I don't like it. Because I don't like asking money from my partner, apparently. Like, if he can provide for me, okay. If he cannot, then okay. Because I like or I love that person. It's not about his money. When I was like in my 50s, oh, yes, supposedly you need to date a foreigner because I was being taught with my relatives. You supposedly marry this foreigners because they can give you a better life. But as I grow up and I see how they grind their asses every day just to make the money, I realize they're just the same as me.
So, what about your family and friends? Some of them are married to a foreigner, right? So, do you see that problem sometimes when a foreigner thinks that, I feel like I'm a cash cow. I'm just, the ATM. But when it comes to conflict, you always side with your family. Have you seen something like that happen with your friends and family who are married to a foreigner?
Well, I've seen it a lot because I've been
You've seen a lot. Where are you hanging around, huh? So, foreigners are so surprised about lying that goes on here in the Philippines. Um, I'm not saying that we are all liars, but why do we lie so much sometimes?
If that's gonna damage my reputation,
Okay,
I would totally like, just
lie about it.
yeah, I would totally like mask it off and like so that it won't gonna be damaged. Yeah, I'm not gonna be affected or like my image won't be damaged.
Okay, so to uphold the image.
Yeah.
So the truth doesn't matter.
Hmm?
It's what it looks like. So you just gonna lie about it. Okay, what about you?
Well, somebody taught me that always blame to somebody else because like here in Philippines, when you admit something that is wrong, you get punished. And I don't like being punished.
Okay.
Unless it's a different punishment.
Oh, unless it's a different punishment. Okay, you are really naughty. Being truthful and being honest is not. It's not really being rewarded here.
Well, actually, in this kind of case, I would rather choose to stay out of the business and other people. That is why I also do white lies. Like, for example, one of my friend has a mistress, So,
It's a bit
and
thingy.
no, here in the Philippines, it is very common to us to shut your mouth instead because you don't want to get involved.
So to avoid conflict, we lie.
Yeah, I do white lies. I don't want to be hypocrite here.
Someone asked for a direction and you don't know the answer. Why do Filipinos lie? They would just point their lips like, it's there. Even though it's not there.
Some might be thinking that they are stupid, so I would rather choose to do like pointing out the direction if they were going to ask for it.
So for them not to think that you're stupid, you're gonna lie and just pretend that you know where the place is.
Yes, I would rather do that.
So we lie so people don't think you're stupid.
Yes.
Again, no matter what the truth is, it's about what it looks like.
Yes.
Well, ladies, thanks again for your time. This is no lie. I really enjoyed our chit chat and maybe we can do this again. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back in 3 more days with something completely different. So you gotta tune in. Stay tuned. Bye.
Sir, do you have any idea how fast you were speeding? Speeding through my video and not paying attention to a word I said? I'm gonna let you go with a warning this time. A warning that you better give a thumbs up on this video, subscribe to my channel, and visit my Patreon page for extra content and exclusive videos and features. Got it?
I don't even want to watch your stupid videos.
All right, out of the car. I think this one needs a full cavity search, the hard way. And for the rest of you good citizens, may I suggest watching my other videos too? And remember, I can have you in handcuffs anytime I want.